Shout out to my viewers and subscribers. Sports to the Bone here again. Yeah man, so the CPL is finally here. We had our first two games yesterday and I am just going to have a quick recap of how it all went down. So stay tuned. Alright, so in the first game we had the Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders going up against the Amazon Warriors. And this was a very interesting game, it was very intense. It wasn't 20 over per side. It was scaled down to 17 overs per side, seeing that we had some amount of rain. So Trinidad and Tobago eventually won the match by 4 wickets. It was the Warriors that batted first and managed to score 144 for 5. So within their 17 overs, they were able to muscle 144 runs for 5 wickets. And it was young Hetmeyer that was the chief run scorer. Yeah, man, it was young Hetmeyer that was the chief run scorer, getting 63 off 44 balls. So, hats off to Hetmeyer. He's one of the brightest young talent we have in the Caribbean right now. So, it was really nice to see Hetmeyer going out there and getting some runs. We also had Ross Taylor that was amongst the runs. He got 33 off 21 balls. He was able to tick it around the park, rotate the strike along with Hetmeyer in order to get the scoreboard ticking over. We also had Nicholas Puran that got 18 from 14 balls. So Puran was able to come in the middle of the innings and to continue ticking over the scoreboard. Now it was the mystery man as per usual, Sunil Narayan, that was the chief wicket taker. He took 2 wickets for 19 runs off. Sunil Narayan last night was at his best. So yeah man, the Guyana they ended up making 144 for 5 of their 17 overs. And that was seen as a pretty competitive score, seeing that there was some amount of rain and players are just coming back. They wouldn't have had a lot of time to train. So 144 for 5 wasn't too bad. Yeah man, and it was Narayan again when it was time for the TKRs to bat. Sunil Narayan was hitting the ball all over the place and he managed to score 50 off 28 balls. So Narayan, after destroying them with the ball, came back with the bat and really did well, scoring 50 off 28 balls. We also had Darren Bravo that was able to score even 30 off 27 balls. So Darren Bravo really chipped in and was able to play a very good hand. We also had Colin Monroe that was able to come in and to keep the scoreboard ticking over, making 17 runs off 7 balls. So that was really good of him. But at the end of the day, the Trinidad and Tobago Knight Riders proved to be too much for the Guyana Amazon Warriors. Hence, the Knight Riders winning the game by 4 wickets to take first blood. And hats off to the man himself, Sunil Narayan, for picking up the Man of the Match award, taking 2 wickets for 19 runs and coming to score 50 runs. So Sunil Narayan really took the spotlight in the first game. Now we had a second game and this game was very close, very interesting, was of high intensity. So we're going to have a quick recap of what went down in the second game. Alright, so in the second match we had Barbados, the Barbados Tridents going up against the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots. And at the end of the day, Barbados came out victorious by I think it was by 6 runs. So Barbados was able to nick this one. Barbados batted first, making 153 for 9 of their 20 overs. We had West Indies captain Jason Holder that is leading the Barbados team. He top scored with 38 off 22 balls. He came in and was able to knock the ball around, get a couple of boundaries. He kept the strike, kept rotating the strike. So Jason Holder was the chief So Captain Jason Holler was the chief run scorer, getting 38 off 22 balls. We also had Kyle Myers, who managed to get 37 off 20 balls. He was able to come in, tick the scoreboard over. Was able to play some very good shots all around the ground. He rotated the strike pretty well. So he chipped in with a wonderful 37 off 20 balls. We also had the Afghanistan leg spinner Rashid Khan came in, and you know, it was very eventful. He played some very good shots. Got a couple of sweep shots out of his catalog. He got eventually got 26 runs off. I think it was 20 balls. So yeah, man, Rashid Khan really really played a very good hand there. So they finished off with 153 for 9. So it was then time for the St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots to go out and do some batting. I mean, the game was pretty even throughout, but Barbados really stuck to the task, and they dug deep, and they were able to pull off the victory. Now, as the batting is concerned for St. Kitts and Nevis, it was young Da Silva that was making his debut, that really played a very good innings. I mean, he wasn't hitting the ball all over the place. Some persons might say he really soaked up a lot of balls in order to score his what? I think he scored 41 runs, you know, so he really soaked up a lot of balls. But at the end of the day, he was making his debut in 2020, really new to the format. So he was able to bat for a long period of time. You know, he was able to bat for a long period of time. Might have not scored as quickly as how we would have wanted, but he really did his best. So Da Silva top score with what, 41 off 41 balls. So, you know, it was basically a runner ball for Da Silva there. So, you know, we can't even kill him at the end of the day. We also had Dunk. Dunk was able to get 34 off 21 balls. He really played some very good shots. He was able to rotate the strike. He was able to hit the ball cleanly. So yeah, man, Dunk really chipped in well. And we also had we also had we also had Chris Lynn. Chris Lynn chipped in with 19 runs off 17 balls. So basically, he didn't really fire as how we would have expected, but he chipped in nonetheless, getting 19 runs off 17 balls. Now it was Captain Ryan Emmerich that was the chief destroyer as it relates to the bowling for the next team. Emmerich was able to take 4 wickets for 16 runs. So yeah, man, he really came up trumps yesterday. 4 wickets for 16 runs. Rashid Khan also picked up 2 wickets. 2 wickets in 2 ball he actually got. So it was Emmerich and Rashid Khan that really did the damage as it relates to the bowling. So Barbados won the game by 6 runs. And yeah, man, so for the first day we had Trinidad and Tobago coming out victorious, and we also had the Barbados Tridents coming out victorious. Now that is what went down on the first day of our 2020 CPL. So hopefully tomorrow, well, the Talawas will be playing, will be able to pick up a victory over the St. Lucia Zooks, you know. So that's basically it for this roundup. I am going to be trying to make sure that I give a roundup of each of the games, and see, you know. So we'll see where we go from there. But as we're here, remember to like, share, comment, subscribe as per usual. Sports the Bone, keep it informed. I'm out.